Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Six Hampton. Gonna jump right into it. This subject of this podcast is called "What is Black Beauty?" What is Black Beauty? Because that's been something that's been on my mind for some weeks now. And then recently, there was a video that surfaced of a little girl that was getting her hair done, and she was looking into the camera, and she goes to the camera, I'm so ugly. I am so ugly, right? And the person doing her hair was kind of shocked, like, whoa, what is happening here? Why are you saying this about yourself? And she's like, you're beautiful, you're beautiful. And then she goes to grab the girl's face and say, like, you understand. And the little girl breaks into tears. And there's a lot that is to be talked about when it comes down to this situation that happened. But one of the things that was very interesting to me is, as this is being shared, I look on Twitter, and there's a person and a few people that commented and said maybe she felt that way because she's looking at her hair, and her hair is in dreads. Which, let's take the word dreads out of our vocabulary, because dread is short for dreadful. They're locks. Okay. Wow. That comments alone made me realize how far away we have gotten away from the original version of Black Beauty, that I'm afraid for our little Black girls that are growing up in a society that, and another person said something too that was refreshing for me, because they said, someone was like, who's calling this girl ugly? Who's calling this girl ugly? And someone says they very much so might not have ever been called ugly at all, but they're looking at the representation around them, and she doesn't compare to that. I'm gonna bring up some public figures who are known for their beauty, and they are Black, but they are not natural Black women. Nicki Minaj. I've never seen her hair in tight coils or whatever her hair naturally would be. Whatever. Like, I mean, she's a celebrity as well. So even if she is wearing it natural in a way where it's just wavy or whatever, like, for the most part, though, Nicki Minaj wears weave. Meg Thee Stallion, you've got the long pink, red, blonde hair coming down. These are our images, and our images of women of our Black women are never natural. Besides Miss America or Miss Universe, which was amazing, because she said we're in a time where we have to change the narrative, because we are so far along of what Black beauty is in the media telling us what Black beauty is and how to be beautiful if you want to be a Black woman, considered a beautiful Black woman, that there's this thing where if you don't look like these things, then you aren't beautiful. And it's sad, because so I do music, and as you can see, my hair is just natural, and I have like a little fade and everything on the side, and I've got this little tomboy swag going on, but it's me, I have the most confidence ever because I live in my skin and I live in my representation. Now, last year of 2019, towards all the way the whole year, I had changed and started wearing more weave and everything else. And I noticed the response of like Black men and people in general, oh, you bad, you beautiful, blah, blah. And then how that immediately disappears, even though I have the same facial structure, same person, when I wear my natural hair. Does that bother me? Absolutely not. Why? Because I'm comfortable with who I am. And honestly, I feel more insecure when I wear weave because it is not mine. And I can't just walk around and move around when I want to. I can't go jump in a swimming pool. And I'm a very active, free-spirited person. And I feel like I need to be able to have that independence in my look and within my moving around and my mobility to consider myself happy. Okay, so we don't have any women that have dread or locks, and that is not a representation. And so it just worries me that we've gotten to the stage of hip hop too, where you don't see these women in the background who are dancing with these rappers, dreadheads, or locks, excuse me. You don't see them with like really, really dark complexions and maybe fades or like kinky hair. Guys, we have gotten so far away from the Black woman feels like she has no value because her beauty is based off of artificiality. A woman doesn't feel beautiful, she doesn't have the lashes in, and she doesn't have the hair weaved down her back. And this is sad because these are things that they cannot sustain from their natural selves. These aren't, weave is not natural. It's something that is added to yourself. And that is when you feel beautiful. I mean, oh my God. I see when women get their hair done and the confidence skyrockets, and that makes me sad. It makes me sad because you have all these other races out there who are embracing themselves and wearing their natural hair and wearing their natural style. And yes, we are in a very big fucking like gap and generational gap where a lot of surgery is happening and all these things. And please understand that I'm excluding that right now when I say that every other race right now is just embracing them natural selves. And then you have the Black woman who feels like she has to add and be done up to be beautiful. I live in Hollywood, California, and there's so many things about Hollywood that I cannot fucking stand, and I can't wait to bring Hollywood to its knees because let me tell you something. If a man cannot spot your spirit and does not call you or deem you beautiful because of your spirit, then he doesn't deserve you, period, whether you have weave in your hair or you don't have weave in your hair. And, you know, it's a fear for a lot of women to take out their weave and wear their natural hair and be rejected by their man, or maybe he feels like they're less attractive. These are things that Black women think about. Is this okay? In 2020, is it okay for the Black woman to not praise her natural self? It's not. It's absolutely not. And then we have the music in hip hop that continues to just push this narrative and this agenda. And I mean, like, I could go on and on and on and on about hip hop right now because I got a huge beef with it. And I consider myself an exceptional rapper, but not a conscious rapper, maybe a political rapper at this point, because there's so many things I want to talk about. But I am the rapper that turns up and blah, blah, blah. But I don't talk about these things. I don't talk about drugs. I don't talk about fucking getting turned up every 5 minutes. And I don't talk about being unfaithful, like, and cheating. It's just like not my character, you know, so I'm not going to put that in the music. And also, we don't need any more music like that. Okay. So, media representation. I feel like I need to attack media directly because you guys are also pushing this narrative of what is beautiful, what is Black, and what is beautiful. And if any Black person should know how to be beautiful or what is beautiful or give you the definition, it should be us. It should be us giving you guys this definition, but instead we are following a narrative that you guys have created for us, lighter skin, etc., etc. Understand, when I was coming up as a younger girl, like, I, for the longest time, did not think I was pretty. And I, even when I cut my hair and went through my whole, like, really, like, stud phase, 16 to 21, I didn't even know how attractive I was until people responded to me. So what does that mean? Beauty is perspective. Beauty is a perspective. It wasn't that my face changed when I looked in the mirror after people found me attractive. No, it was the same thing. It was that I knew I could walk out and people would say you're attractive. So now my self-esteem is built up. So what does that mean when we bring it back to media? Well, media is telling people what is attractive and what is not attractive. And then this is what we base our beauty off of. But if you only saw one version of something and that is all you knew, then that would be what is considered attractive. If you look up what 1960s, 1950s, the woman's body, what that was considered to be the best shape ever. These women have like actual like extra fat on them and whatever, which we would consider now is like someone that's overweight or, oh my God, you're so confident. But this is how women, this is the body that women strive to have in the 1960s. This is what, if you were on the magazine and you had that type of body that looked like that, you were a snack. You were a whole meal, baby girl. Again, we are literally living in a world that is designed for us designed to cause us to think a certain way. Just like the coronavirus is important in the media right now, and everyone's washing their hands and they're following precautions, but no one is talking about the constant chemicals and supplements put in our food that is causing us to die of cancer, which is a long-term death, but still a death nonetheless. And our agenda is to just try not to die, to avoid dying for as long as we can until, we're ready to check out, and that's on you. Whenever you're ready, do what you got to do. I am an advocate for freedom and whatever. I just don't like to talk about that subject because death is different for everybody for many reasons. So I want to say to this little girl, I don't know why I don't know why you thought that when you looked in the camera that you were not attractive. But I will say that it's a responsibility to the adults around you and the women around you to start embracing themselves and embracing their natural selves and embracing their natural hair for you to also feel like you can embrace yourself and know she is too young to understand that your confidence will have to be self-sufficient. You have to be able to provide confidence for yourself like I do every day, because I wake up in a society that does not say that the woman that looks like me, is beautiful or the most beautiful. But baby girl, let me tell you, I feel attractive as fuck. I feel amazing. I feel beautiful. I don't even have makeup on right now. I don't feel like I need to do that all the time to look good. Okay. But until she gets to that point, the women around her. Because yes, she will look at, and we walk around and we praise Nicki Minaj and we praise Meg Stallion, we praise Little Kim's. But then we told, but you're beautiful. Well, if she's beautiful, this little girl is beautiful, but she doesn't look like Little Kim and Meg Stallion, but you guys are breaking your necks to look like those people. It sounds like someone's lying. It sounds like someone is lying. Because you're telling her she's beautiful with the dreads, but you don't want to wear your dreads. You don't want to wear your natural hair. You don't want to wear the fade. Where's the lie? Right? Baby girl, you are beautiful. You're incredible. And you are setting the pace. And I love whoever it is that decided to give the kid dreads, because I think that that's amazing. I'm about to get, I'm growing this part out right here. All that. Yeah. That's getting grown out. Getting flown out. It's getting grown out so that I can wear my hair in dreads. Dude, we haven't had a dread-headed figure since Lauryn Hill in the music hip-hop industry. And there's Lil Wayne. And look at the influence that Lil Wayne had. I'm telling you guys, media portrayal. Media is a huge influence on our society. Okay, so Lil Wayne wears dreads. Now everybody want to wear dreads. Dreads is sexy. Dreads is whatever. Cool. You know what I mean? And so, trust me, when I tell you there is an attack on the black mind, the black image, the black woman, all of that, that is very true. We have to start acknowledging this. We have to start looking and questioning what's in our media. And we have to stop just showing one perspective of something. I am so sick of, in one of my songs, I said, I like it. This is a whole new era. I'm not checking for the Barbies. No offense to Nicki Minaj. This is not a diss to her. When I say I'm not checking for the Barbies, I'm not checking for women that are only interested in displaying that image. And then I go to say, I like your natural hair and your ass tight too, but I'm talking about a natural ass. So I'm basically saying the era of all that bullshit, all the weave and everything, I'm done with it. It's over. Let's divorce that. Enough already. I am sick of it. That is not the only perspective of beauty, guys. It's not. And the fact that so many people said because she has dreads just made me realize that they're associating wearing locks to being not as attractive as a woman that doesn't have locks. Our hair is natural. Her hair is curly naturally, guys. It doesn't just come out straight. So yes, flat iron it. Okay, cool. But wearing it absolutely natural in a fro is definitely okay too. My mom's high school picture, she had a fro. Do you guys understand, ever since this hip hop shit is continuing to evolve, it is literally shaping our society? Because men and women were walking around wearing their pants up, not looking like fucking gangsters, walking around with books. It was okay to ride a bike. It was okay to wear a jacket. Women were with fros and everything, and men were, my granddad talks about how attractive my grandma was all the time and how beautiful she was, and I look at a picture of her and she had a fro. And she was fine. You know what I mean? Your natural hair is okay. It is okay. You are just as beautiful, if not more beautiful. The best thing about for me wearing natural hair is I love being able to get in the shower, have shower sex. Okay, I don't have to worry about getting wet. We can get in the pool, we can have a hot tub, we can go to the steam room. I can be free. I can be free. You know what that feels like, to just be free, to just wear the hair that's on your head and not feel like you have to go through fucking 6-8 hours of a certain thing to make appropriate style. And yes, there are other things in the government that are happening where they don't allow us to wear locks, and they don't allow us. Well, that's why we have to embrace this more. Because what are you gonna do? You can't fire every black person in America for wearing locks. We need to start sticking together, guys. We need to understand that this narrative has to stop now. Or these girls that continue to want to be different or challenge the narrative, these little girls are going to feel like outcasts, and people are going to tease them in school for not wanting to look like something that the media designed for us. I'm at my 15-minute mark, past it actually. I'm hitting 16 minutes as I talk at this very moment. I'm done with the role models, man. I'm done with the guys, the men in hip hop that are talking about fucking a bitch. There's literally a verse, and then, like I said, I'm going to be done. In Automobiles, Pills and Automobiles, which the title of the song, toxic as fuck. Why are we promoting pills? Anyway, Pills and Automobiles, Yo Gotti's verse. He says, I fuck her, then I ignore her. I fuck her first, then I ignore her. If you fuck with another nigga, you ain't loyal. Ask me what we are. We just cordial. None of that makes sense. None of that makes sense. You fuck her, then you ignore her. Then she asks what we are, and you say we're just cordial. But if she fucks another dude, then she's not loyal. Like, this makes no sense. I'm sick of listening to shit like this. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It is dumb. Like, I can't stop saying it because it's just so stupid to me. I can't listen. People go, oh, you ain't heard that new? You ain't heard? No, I don't listen to that much rap music. I don't. And they're like, did you call yourself a rapper? Yes, I'm a rapper, but I have my own message, my own agenda. I'm not going to listen to anything that's against that. So, I'm done. I'm done with the role models. I'm done with if you have a fat ass, that's the only way you're beautiful. I'm done with just the weave being the only fucking transferred ladder to bridge to beauty for women. I'm done with all of that. I'm sick of it. And I would love to to get out so that more people can just say, yo, she's right. When have we had enough? Have we had enough of this yet? This fairy tale land, this shit that pushes us even further away from our natural heritage and our natural selves. I'm done. So anyway, guys, join me. The EP's coming out. Make room for champagne. It will be out soon. There's just always an outside source that's happening that I have to keep pushing the date back, but it's coming. And please join me in destroying these messages in hip hop, and also join me in challenging the government, and join me in just bringing Hollywood to its fucking knees. Because this place is so fake and people are phony, and these people ain't about shit. Like, they look good on the outside, but they just have nothing to offer. And it's about time that we get back to real things, real people, real things. If you are not a real person, I will not spend more than a second with you. I don't care if we had a bottle service and there's 300, 400, 500 bottles coming to the table. If there's a big baller sitting next to him, if he's whack too, I don't care. People always invite me to places. They go, oh, what's the name's going to be there? I don't care. I don't care about that. If this person is not a good person, or if you have to lead with, oh, this person has this much money or this whatever, and you haven't said anything about their personality, chances are they're probably whack. And when I blow up, please do me a favor. Do not advertise my image as oh, shit, have you kicked it with 6? She got a mansion on the hills. No, say how I talk about my deeds. Talk about what I do for other people. Talk about real shit. Talk about my kindness. Because literally that is my biggest flex. I love how kind I am to people. How genuine I am to people. I'm hitting my 20-minute mark, so that's 5 minutes over what I originally planned to, guys. I am 6. This possibly could get uploaded on Breaking Bread, but for now, we're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be on Facebook. We're going to be on Instagram. SIX Hampton, all one word, no hyphenated. Follow me, y'all. And join my movement, because this shit is about to get fucking real. Peace.